I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the more difficult videos that I've had to record. And the reason I'm doing it is because I just want folks that maybe missed this to just understand what type of individuals it is that I'm dealing with, and how jacked up they really are. Okay. These are not normal folk. This is a line that I, of course, would never even think about crossing. I would never encourage anybody to do this. Now, just to give you guys context, because of a recent event, I've told you guys why the character of Avery Sealman is named Isom. And, he's named after my great, great, great grandfather. And that was not even that long ago. And one of these detractors of mine, again, floats around the same clique of, dipsticks that do this goofy stuff, and everything's a joke, everything's a gag. Everything that they do is justified. And I'm going to just show you what happened. Again, that I just did that video, and one of these detractors went to my great great grandfather's grave and put stuff on it and took a picture of it because haha, it's just fun, it's giggles and all that good stuff. And this is his grave. And he had to do a lot of research to go find this because my family on that side are all like in very small cemeteries, managed by, very small churches out there in Arkansas. And they thought that this was good to do. And of course, the bunny reference, you know where that comes from. I don't have to repeat that. This happened, right? The guy went there, it's all jokes. And as a CYA, and it's not really funny, but it's a CYA trying to say, hey, guys, I know I'm showing this thing off, but don't go to it, nudge, nudge, and defecate on the grave or anything like that. Don't do that. Haha, these guys need help. The church need help. So if anything, just send them donations and all that. You know what it is that you're doing. Is this appropriate? Of course not. Because we know what it is you are. Even this guy's freaking name. He says, howdy, I'm Jesse, the conqueror of Isom's grave. And of course, inevitably speaking, what's going to happen? You're going to have folks that every reaction that it is that I have is unjustified, right? It's not a big deal. You just ignore it. You should have ignored it. You had it coming. This is what you get, all that sort of stuff, because it's funny even watching folks that you think were on our side of the aisle, right? And when these folks do goofy stuff, show up places that they don't need to be at, it's a footnote. Oh yeah, that person shouldn't have done that. It's a footnote, right? It's like, hey, a little asterisk, that person should have done this, but let me tell you about yourself and why you're wrong to want to feel the way that you do. As if it just takes so much out of them to just say, dude, these people are messed up. And of course, they want nothing more than the destruction of my business, destruction of everything it is that I built. All for what? Because I had some opinions that you don't like on comic books, right? Like, again, you can't even say that this is something that like, hey, you did this. No, I don't encourage people to go show up to people's dead grandparents' spots. I don't encourage people to go to folks' houses. I don't encourage people to go to folks' businesses. I don't do that, man. That's not anything that let me say this. I specifically advocate against doing that type of stuff. But for me, everything is justified to these weirdos. But that's what I just wanted to point out. Like, yeah, it sucks. Right? It sucks. And by the way, yes, that's the Isom Knox. That's because we all know, right? Obviously, if you guys have old folk, even my grandmother, like, it's always been a debate on what year it was that my own grandmother was born in, right? That's the only thing the headstone got wrong, right? Because technically it wasn't 48, it was 51 when he was born, but that was the year he died. That's Isom Knox. That's this character is named after that man. And because everything's a gag, they get to go there, and of course it'll be a footnote, right, to some of these guys. You should have ignored it. What's the big deal? It's gonna somehow be my fault that this happened.